Half my brain tied behind my back, as always, to be fair, to be compassionate, to be understanding, to give people hope. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. This is Ron. Ron, I have to tell you a story. I'm from Cape Girardeau, Missouri. And growing up, we had a local TV station, Channel 12 KFES, and the weather guy was a name named Don McNeely. Now, we're living in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, right? And he told us the temperature in Sheboygan every day. And the only reason is he loved saying it, Sheboygan. And so you're the first call I think I've had from Sheboygan in a long time. So I had to tell you that story. I'm glad you're here. What's up?
Oh, that's pretty hilarious. Hey, Rush. So my question is, how come Donald Trump's approval numbers are not really moving up? And they're so low, even though so many good things are happening.
Were you able to hear my answer to the previous caller?
I was, yeah.
Same thing. Drive-by media. If you believe the polls. Yeah. So it's all predicated on if you believe them. I think common sense would tell me that Trump's numbers are better than what they're being reported. But the drive-bys, remember what drives them. Trump is unfit. Trump is gauche. Trump is obnoxious. He's a pig. He's a boor. He's unfit. He's on the verge of a heart attack. This has been the essence of their reporting on Trump for all this time. He tweets and so forth. And they have, I'm convinced that I don't know what percentage, but of the American people are just pure followers and will start echoing those. Yeah, I don't like Trump. I wish he wouldn't tweet. I think Trump is dangerously. I think he's unsophisticated. And I think they're just a bunch of copycats. I think they're just a bunch of followers. Because I run into people all the time when the S-hole story, I still haven't found a person that's offended by it. I still haven't found, and I'm not a hermit. I have not found a single person. And by the way, I hang around when I'm on the golf course. There's some pretty powerful movers and shakers out there, the kind of people that you would think would be offended because they think of themselves as sophisticated and a cut above. And it's the exact opposite. These guys are saying, give me more of it. I haven't found a single person offended by it. The drive-by media would have you to believe that the vast majority of the country has buried its head in its hands that they're so embarrassed. So bottom line, I don't think Trump's numbers are as low as they are. I don't think Trump's approval is as low. The media is also running polls on how the Democrats are going to clean up in the 2018 midterms because of Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is hated, because Donald Trump is despised, because people admit the mistake that they made finally, that Donald Trump makes them ashamed. And yet, when you measure the great things and the optimistic, the positive things happening in America, it doesn't jibe, like you're asking, with the country and people hating Donald Trump. In fact, I've got a story here in the stack that the generic ballot, the generic ballots, when they go poll people, you're going to vote Republican or Democrat the next election. And the Democrats traditionally win that. But when you add a name and don't do generic, then the Democrats don't do as well. Well, about a month ago, there was a report on the generic ballot, nationwide congressional elections, and it looked disastrous for the Republicans. It was an unmitigated disaster. The generic ballot had the Democrats winning like 60-40. Well, they just did another one. I've got it in the stack. I'll have to find it early in the next hour. The Democrat lead in the generic ballot has collapsed, at least in this particular one. So I think the standard operating procedure for you and us would be to remain ever doubtful of any of this kind of news, polling data or otherwise, that's negative toward Trump, and wait until you can somehow find a way to confirm it for yourself. You've got to realize that the purpose of all these stories is to make you, who voted for Trump and still support Trump, to make you feel like you're a part of a shrinking minority. It's designed to make you think it's hopeless and no reason for you to vote in 2018. So I would say don't listen to it. Don't pay any attention to it. All it's going to do is frustrate you. All it's going to do is make you mad. And then you're going to say, what can we do to stop it? What can we do to reverse it? And you realize that there are a lot of people working each and every day to do just that, like here and in certain places at Fox News and in certain other conservative blogs. And there are also conservatives that are also trying to destroy Trump, the now famous Never Trumpers. It's an ongoing battle every day. We've won an election, and it's going to take much, much more than that to affect a more than temporary change in day-to-day perceptions and fortunes in the country. So hang in there, Ron. That's the bottom line.